Guide Samus through the mysterious corridors of the planet of the Metroids. Prepare to battle awesome mechanoids. With skill and luck, Samus will prevail.
And now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Now you can get Yoshi puzzle fun for your Game Boy. Stack Yoshi's friends up too high and watch the points build up. The more Yoshis you get, the faster the game goes.
And now play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with the Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Mario must conquer over 30 different levels, and the bosses are bigger and badder. Super Mario Land 2 is waiting for you.
And now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Yoshi's Cookie is a high-speed race to stack cookies of the same type in a row. Complete a line and it disappears. This fast-action game is for 1 to 4 players. Are you up for the ultimate and pure puzzle panic?
And now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
As Link, you traverse different and challenging levels in your quest. Find the power bracelet to pick up pots and stones, and the guardian acorn to reduce your injuries. If you get past this dude, that is.
Now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Grab your Game Boy and help Michelangelo rescue his turtle buddies in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Radical Rescue. Pick your favorite turtle and use cool new moves. Happy hunting, turtles! Now play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with the Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES. Kirby's Dream Land, only for your Game Boy. This casual cruiser inhales enemies and spits them right back at you as he floats through level after level of Dreamland. Hors d'oeuvre, anyone? And now play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with the Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES. The ultimate fighter game is now on your Game Boy. It's Mortal Kombat, and it's so realistic you can feel it. Choose from your 6 favorite martial arts masters as you battle up the tournament ladder in search of the Grand Championship. Use special moves unique to each fighter and perfect your technique with finishing moves to destroy your enemies. And now play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with the Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Cool Kirby is here for your Game Boy in Kirby's Pinball Land. And you'll flip for great game action as you rack up points for your personal best. You're definitely going to find more bounce to the ounce when you visit Kirby's Pinball Land.
Now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Tetris 2 for your Game Boy is tougher than ever. Flashing bombs provide explosive action. It's portable puzzle power to go.
Now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES. Help Wario with his home improvement in Wario Land Super Mario Land 3. As the greedy Wario, you venture through 7 different worlds and 40 unique levels, hunting treasure to buy your dream castle. It's Wario Land Super Mario Land 3 for your Game Boy. And now, play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES. The arcade classic debuts on your Game Boy. It's Donkey Kong, and it's better than ever. Challenge the same tough levels, then take it a step further and hit the big city. If you don't save Pauline, who will? If you make it past Donkey Kong's shower of trash, venture through the forest levels and beyond. 10 different worlds make Game Boy Donkey Kong great. Now play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with a Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Mario Paint for your Super NES. Learn to use the mouse with Nat Attack, then draw, compose original music, and animate. Pick your colors, choose background patterns, and grab from over 100 character stamps or create your own. There's nothing like it. Mario Paint, the power to create. Set your sights on Nintendo's outstanding Super NES Super Scope 6. It's a blast, and it comes complete with a 6-in-1 action-packed Super Scope game cartridge. Also available without a game pack, so you can choose the games you want to play. It's Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge for your Super NES Super Scope. The ultimate shooter game that pits you against dangerous rogue robots. It's up to you to blast these maniacal bad guys to bits. Good shooting. It's Yoshi's Safari. Travel with Yoshi through 7 challenging stages, fighting off your attackers along the way. But shooting is not all you'll do. You may have to jump!
They're fast and deadly, no matter where in this world or out of this world you find them. Good shot. You disarmed that one. But don't get overconfident. There's more to come.
You played it on your Game Boy, mastered it on your NES, and now it's available for your Super NES. Yes, it's Tetris 2, and the Russian puzzle game is tougher than ever. Play solo or against a friend, and as always, you race the clock, flashing blocks, and bombs. Tetris 2 for your Super NES. In the tradition of Zelda, play Illusion of Gaia on your Super NES. As Tim, you are an unusual hero, but with special abilities and the power to transform into two great warriors. You battle through the mazes of Inca City in search of your lost father, and you have the help of a few companions, including Karen, Princess of Edward Castle. Can you achieve your quest? The Shadow Master returns to Metro City, and Billy and Jimmy Lee have to stop him. But they must conquer 9 other fighters first. This 24-meg game features 4 different fighting modes, 12 amazing arenas, and over 30 cool fighting moves. Play Double Dragon 5 for the Super NES.
You've seen their TV show, now play their game. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are now available on your Game Boy. Pick from Trini, Zack, Jason, or the other Power Rangers as you grab power boxes and morph away your enemies. And now play your Game Boy games in color on your TV with the Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES.
Daffy Duck returns as Duck Dodgers for Game Boy. Classic cartoon foes challenge our hero as he attempts to defend the universe from Marvin the Martian and another one of his evil schemes. Only Duck Dodgers can foil his plan.
Need some game info fast? Get the scoop on the hottest Nintendo games in Nintendo Power Magazine. Tips, tricks, and secret moves of the pros, all in this cool monthly mag. Also, look for Nintendo Power Players Guides for in-depth coverage of specific titles.
And I'm not.
Tell you how much I
Before Nintendo came out with Super Metroid, we wanted to make sure it was the most intense Metroid battle ever. So we thought we'd see how Killer here would fare against it. Ready, boys? That's 24 megas worth of weapons, worlds, and weirdos old Killer's up against. Nintendo's biggest game ever. He's a big boy. He can handle it. Well, let's see how he did. Ship it! Super Metroid, only on the Super NES.
Now you can play Game Boy games on your Super NES in color on your TV. It's Nintendo's new Super Game Boy accessory, and it will change the way you play video games forever. The Super Game Boy lets you play all of your favorite Game Boy titles. More than 350 games on your TV in full screen color. Check it out. Super Game Boy. And talk about great features. 32 different color palettes let you choose the color of your game screen. You can pick any color or shade you want using pre-programmed color schemes provided by the computer, or your own favorite colors for your favorite games and characters. There are also individual custom colors which you control with the color palette, up to 4 colors per screen. And you can save your choices with the password numbers, so your favorite colors are right at your fingertips. Check this out. 9 different border frames surround the game screen. Try them all, then watch closely as they come to life and animate. There's Mario, the theater border where no one's watching the movie, Crazy Cats, those little pencil grabbers, and many more to choose from. If you're really feeling creative, draw your own border. You're the artist. The Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES. Only from...
The Super NES. It's the system of choice for the serious player. The ultimate in exciting game graphics with up to 4 layers of scrolling screens plus intense digital stereo sound. Get the Super NES Super Set complete with Super Mario World, or select the Super NES Control Set. Then buy the game of your choice. It's 16-bit Nintendo action. And now with the Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES, play all your favorite Game Boy games in color on your TV with Super Game Boy. You want the power of the NES in the palm of your hand? Then you want Game Boy Portable Power, packed with over 30 hours of fun on a single set of batteries. Portable Power. Game Boy comes with the world-popular puzzle game Tetris, or you can get the basic Game Boy and buy the game of your choice. Cool. Don't forget the original NES, the system that started the video game revolution. The NES Challenge Set is the complete system for the first-time game player and includes Super Mario Bros. 3, the hottest-selling game pack of all time. Or there's the newly designed NES Control Deck with its high-tech controller. Buy the game of your choice and check out the cool new top-loading design and let the family fun continue.
Now you can play Game Boy games on your Super NES in color on your TV. It's Nintendo's new Super Game Boy accessory, and it will change the way you play video games forever. The Super Game Boy lets you play all of your favorite Game Boy titles. More than 350 games on your TV in full screen color. Check it out. Super Game Boy. And talk about great features. 32 different color palettes let you choose the color of your game screen. You can pick any color or shade you want using pre-programmed color schemes provided by the computer, or your own favorite colors for your favorite games and characters. There are also individual custom colors which you control with the color palette, up to 4 colors per screen. And you can save your choices with the password numbers, so your favorite colors are right at your fingertips. Check this out. 9 different border frames surround the game screen. Try them all, then watch closely as they come to life and animate. There's Mario, the theater border where no one's watching the movie, Crazy Cats, those little pencil grabbers, and many more to choose from. If you're really feeling creative, draw your own border. You're the artist. The Super Game Boy accessory for your Super NES. Only from...
The hot hottest race game to hit the Super NES is ready to take you on. Stunt Race FX will take you to the next level of Super FX chip games, challenging you with 4 different race cars and 4 amazing levels, like the Speed Tracks with 3 difficulty settings, Battle Tracks, where you go head-to-head against another racer using the split screen. Check out these Stunt Tracks, 4 crazy courses where you slosh through water, collect stars, and hit the big jumps. And Free Tracks, where you're racing yourself against the clock. The bonus tractor trailer level will really test your driving skill. See you at the finish line, maybe.
Space Bounty Hunter Samus is back in Super Metroid for your Super NES. As Samus, you use unbelievable tools to hunt the space pirates on planet Zebes, where you encounter some of the most vile enemies ever. By securing incredible weapons and special powers along the way, Samus becomes almost invincible. Use the screw attack or the turbo run. Leap with the high jump boots. Find your way with the map and blast away with super bombs. This incredible 24-meg game pack features battery backup to save your progress, multiple Super Metroid endings, and intense Mega Bad bosses. Save the universe, Samus!
This is an emergency Nintendo news flash. Now, here's John Richards.
Video game giant Nintendo, the world leader in video games, has announced an amazing technological breakthrough. It's called Super Game Boy, and it will revolutionize video gameplay for all Game Boy and Super NES users. The Super Game Boy is an accessory that fits your Super NES and allows you to play your Game Boy game packs on your Super NES system in full color with exciting borders and stereo sound. This means with over 350 Game Boy titles, you can now more than double your Super NES game library, including games never before available on the Super NES, like the Super Mario Land series and the Smash Arcade hit Donkey Kong. And now all in full screen color. This is great. I gotta get this. Oh, there's more. Let's go live to Vic Andrews, who is with a few Nintendo players who are experiencing the Super Game Boy for the first time. Vic!
Well, John, this story is breaking fast. When I first arrived here on the scene, I hadn't even seen the Super Game Boy accessory, but I quickly learned how easy this revolutionary product is to use. Let's take a look. You see, it's really quite simple. Take one of your Game Boy game packs, and that's easy because there's over 350 different titles. Then you insert that into the Super Game Boy cartridge. That looks like a Super NES game pack, but with special adapter electronics inside. You put the Super Game Boy accessory directly into the Super NES system, like so, and you play your awesome Game Boy games in color on your TV. You can choose from pre-programmed colors which the computer chooses, or you can customize your own colors using the color palette. Now, 5 color palettes with 12 colors each, that gives you 60 different colors that you can assign to 4 screen colors. It's easy to do whether using your Super NES controller or the Super NES mouse. Best of all, your color choices correspond to a password. You can easily retain and use your favorite custom colors. But wait, it gets better. Now that you've colored the game screen the way you wanted, you can choose from 9, count them, 9 different border frames which surround the game screen. The borders even animate. Mario suddenly appears in this wacky room with windows. Most of these cats are napping, and then they get up and run away. Hey, watch out for those dudes on the chessboard. They'll steal your pencil. And in the movie theater, these guys get up and actually play Game Boy. And there's lots more. Or you can let your creativity flow and design your own border. And new titles specially programmed for Super Game Boy, like Donkey Kong, will have this icon and other awesome features like extra colors and cool borders unique to that game. Talk about customizing your playing screen. I had a chance to talk with a few people who've used the new Super Game Boy.
Super Game Boy! I love the borders because they're all animated. Super Game Boy!
Great colors.
The borders are cool. Border Mania.
Now I got a ton of games I can play on my Super Nintendo.
The password remembers colors.
You can do anything you want with it, really. That's cool. Super Game Boy really rocks. Really rocks.
John, what else could I say? Now back to you in the studio. John? John?
Vic, I've been using the color palette and the custom borders. Really is easy to use.
Well, see, what's cool about the Super Game Boy is that you are the designer. You have total control over how your game looks. And yes, it is very easy to use.
Thanks, Vic. And to all the Nintendo fans, we know that you value our commitment to keep you informed on... 1 second. Oh! Late breaking news, it affects us all. So, for Vic, myself, and of course, Donkey Kong, I mean the people at Nintendo, we thank you for watching.
This emergency Nintendo news flash was brought to you by Super Game Boy from Nintendo.
Ken Griffey Jr. brings the ballpark to your Super NES in Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball. Choose from all 28 Major League teams and 28 different home ballparks as you reel off a double play or make a diving catch. You want player options? You got them! Pick from over 700 players. And how about a swing at the Home Run Derby, where you compete with Ken for the home run title? An awesome battery in the game pack saves your progress. Get into the game with Griffey. In Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball, only for the Super NES. Oh, come on!
Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers for the Super NES. The first 32-meg game for the Super NES gives you the most fighting power ever. New arenas like Hong Kong, Mexico, Jamaica, and England. New fighters with incredible new moves like Cammy and her wicked cannon drill. T-Hawk stuns you with the Thunder Strike. Fai Long performs the Rising Dragon Kick, and DJ in the Double Dread Kick. They're the new challengers, and it's Street Fighter like you've never played before.
NBA Jam! This password game features all 27 NBA teams as you control all the wild action, including shattering backboards, rims of smoking, and 360-degree in-your-face Tarzan slams. Jam at home on your Super NES. With Super Mario All-Stars for the Super NES, you've got the whole Mario collection at your fingertips. These classic Super Mario Brothers games are now available in this awesome new 4-in-1 game pack. Take down the flag in Super Mario Brothers and drop the bomb in Super Mario Brothers 2. Grab a mushroom in Super Mario Brothers 3 and challenge the lost levels. All the best of classic Mario now for the Super NES. It's NHL Stanley Cup, the ultimate in 3D hockey. Pick from 28 professional NHL teams. The action is modeled after real pro hockey players. NHL Stanley Cup, check it out. Test your skills against the most fierce martial artists you've ever seen. And move up the tournament ladder until you become the grand champion. Mortal Kombat, so real you can feel it.
Pedal to the metal with Super Mario Kart for the Super NES. It's racing action like you've never seen, pitting you against the field or live split-screen two-player action against a friend. Choose from 8 of your favorite Mario characters and 20 wild tracks. It's race time with Super Mario Kart. You've seen the blockbuster movie, now play the game, Aladdin for the Super NES. As Aladdin, you venture through Agrabah in search of the kidnapped Princess Jasmine. But you must overcome archers, swordsmen, and thieves, all working for the all-powerful and evil Jafar. Relive the incredible movie, but this time you control the outcome. Can you save Jasmine in time? Only you and the genie know. What is the secret of mana? That is your quest as you scour the planet in search of the 8 palaces which house the seeds of mana. Travel by unique sources like the Cannon Travel Agency or the Flamey Dragon. Mush! And use your mighty sword of mana to protect you and your cohorts as you challenge some bad bosses. Grab a few friends and play 2 or 3 players simultaneously. But remember, the future of this world depends on you.
Those pizza-eating turtles are back with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Take on your enemies in hand-to-hand combat. Who's the greatest fighter in the universe? Pick a turtle and let's find out.
I'm not. Tell you how much I
Mega Man X. If he doesn't defeat Sigma's evil robots, humanity will be destroyed. But hey, he can handle it. Mega Man X will make the universe safe again. This is Star Fox. Behind the controls of the powerful but experimental R-Wing fighter, quick reflexes, teamwork, and a little luck are all that stand between the return to peace and a dark age of oppression for the Lilat system. Are you ready for the future of video games? The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Your enemy Ganon has stunned the land of Hyrule by locking away 7 princesses in the Dark World. You must travel between the worlds of light and darkness, use cool special weapons, and conquer Ganon. Good luck, Link! In Zoda's Revenge, Star Tropics 2. To return to his own time, Mike must find 7 Tetrads and once again defeat the alien Zoda. You must travel through 9 worlds, using travel stages to gather info and clues. The world is once again in your hands, Mike! It's called Tetris 2, and it's twice as challenging. The object of this puzzle game is to arrange blocks of the same color, causing that set of blocks to disappear. But watch out for bombs! Play solo or head-to-head against the computer or a friend. Are you prepared for the Tetris 2 challenge? The Mega Man series continues with Mega Man 6 for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Mega Man must battle 8 of Mr. X's ultra-cool robots, but Mega Man is up to the challenge. Play Mega Man 6!
Kirby's always eating, but hey, that's how he stays alive, fighting to save the stolen dreams and return them to Dreamland. Our fluffy hero gulps down useful weapons along the way, like a handy sword, ice blocks, and bombs. Grab a star and fly into Kirby's adventure.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters! The pizza-eating heroes in a half-shell face a huge challenge. Who's the strongest, fastest, and has the best moves? Pick your turtle, and let's find out who rules the sewers! Cowabunga, dude! You've been cast in the starring role of Jurassic Park. Face the deadly poison spitters and the fierce and deadly Tyrannosaurus Rex. Only you can secure Jurassic Park.
Super Mario Bros. 3, the hottest selling game pack of all time. Hit those turtles, then grab that feather. If you're going underwater, don't forget to hold your breath.
Hey, it's Dr. Mario, and he's got the cure. Score points and drop capsules into your friend's jar. And if your friend's jar fills up first, you win. Dr. Mario, it's cool.